What if the ultimate sign that a man is your true love isn't found in the comfort he provides, but in the magnificent chaos he ignites within you? What if the connection you've been seeking isn't about finding a missing piece, but about meeting a man whose presence is so powerful it forces you to reclaim the entirety of your own kingdom? Society has sold you a fairy tale of gentle romance and effortless harmony, but a queen doesn't settle for fairy tales. She deals in truth, in power, and in the profound, often unsettling language of the soul. You are not searching for a savior to rescue you from your tower. You are waiting for the man who will hand you the keys to a gate you never knew was locked. Welcome back to Feminine Queen. Today we journey into the very heart of authentic connection, guided by the revolutionary insights of the psychologist Carl Jung. We will dismantle the fragile myths of modern dating and replace them with the indestructible pillars of psychological truth. This isn't about a checklist or a set of rules to follow. This is about decoding the messages your own soul is sending you. The signs that indicate a man is your true love are not written in the stars, but in the depths of your own psyche. He is not the destination. He is the catalyst for the most important journey you will ever take, the one back to yourself. You are a feminine queen, and your love story will be nothing less than an epic of self-realization. This exploration is for the woman who has outgrown simple attraction and now craves profound resonance. It's for the woman who understands that a true partner doesn't complete her, but rather challenges her to become more complete within herself. We will explore how the principles of soul-making, shadow integration, and energetic sovereignty, illuminated by Carl Jung's work, are the real markers of a love destined for greatness. And woven within this psychological tapestry, we will find the timeless wisdom of the Stoics, the quiet strength to choose virtue over validation, to maintain inner peace amidst emotional storms, and to build a life and a love of unshakable substance. Prepare to see your relationships, past and present, through a lens of staggering clarity. The truth awaits. 1. The sacred mirror of true love for the feminine queen. The quest for love is not born from a place of lack. You are not half of a whole, searching for your missing part. You are an entire universe, and true love arrives when you encounter another sovereign universe. The first and most critical sign, as understood through Carl Jung's psychology, is that this man acts as a sacred mirror, reflecting not your needs, but your innate completeness. When Carl Jung spoke of individuation, the process of becoming a psychologically whole and integrated individual, he illuminated that the most profound connections happen between two people who are already on this path. This man doesn't arrive to fill a void in you. His presence makes you acutely, thrillingly aware of your own fullness. He doesn't see a woman who needs fixing. He sees a force of nature and has the strength to stand in her presence without flinching. This is the core psychological distinction. Immature love is based on mutual neediness, while sovereign love is based on mutual recognition of power. From a Stoic perspective, this is about choosing a partner based on their character and your shared virtues, not on a desperate flight from loneliness. You exercise your power of rational choice, understanding that your inner peace and self-sufficiency are non-negotiable. You are not swayed by fleeting passions, but are anchored by a clear-eyed assessment of his soul's integrity. He doesn't quiet the fire in you. He is drawn to its heat, understanding that a queen's strength is the very foundation of her kingdom. If his love requires you to shrink, to diminish your light, or to play small to make him feel big, he is not mirroring your sovereignty. He is reflecting your fear. Your true love will never ask you to abdicate your throne. 2. The shadow's royal decree. A queen's dominion is not just over what is light and beautiful, but also over the shadows that lurk in the corners of her kingdom. Carl Jung's most challenging and liberating concept is that of the shadow, the parts of ourselves we have repressed, denied, or are ashamed of. The second undeniable sign of a true soul connection is that this man will, unintentionally but inevitably, activate your shadow. His presence will trigger your deepest insecurities, your oldest wounds, and your most primal fears, not because he is cruel, but because his soul is calling to the exiled parts of yours, demanding their return. You might feel an uncharacteristic rage, a profound fear of abandonment, or an old story of betrayal bubbling to the surface. A conventional view of love would call this a red flag. But for a feminine queen armed with psychological wisdom, this is a royal decree. It's a sign that the relationship has the potential to be truly transformative. He is not the cause of the wound, but the light that illuminates it so it can finally be healed. You don't run from this discomfort. You turn inward with regal courage and ask, what part of me is this man asking me to reclaim? The Stoic principle here is profound. You see this emotional challenge not as a disturbance to your peace, but as the very material for your growth. The obstacle becomes the way. You practice emotional resilience, observing your triggers without being consumed by them, using this turmoil as a crucible to forge greater self-mastery. A true king for a feminine queen is not afraid of her darkness. He doesn't try to save her from it. He stands as an unwavering witness while she saves herself. Third, energetic sovereignty. Pay close attention to how you feel not just with him, but after you have left his presence. A feminine queen guards her energetic sovereignty with the fierceness of a dragon guarding its treasure. You have known the draining weight of men who operate as energetic vampires, men who feed on your radiance, your counsel, and your strength, leaving you depleted and questioning your own power. The third sign, understood through Carl Jung's work on psychic energy, is that the right man doesn't siphon your energy. He amplifies it. This is a tangible, physical and psychological phenomenon. After being with him, you don't feel exhausted. You feel more yourself, more creative, more expansive, more invincible. Your mind feels sharper, your purpose feels clearer. This is because an authentic connection between two individuated souls creates a surplus of energy. The interaction is generative, not extractive. You are not performing femininity or contorting your personality into a pleasing shape to earn his affection. You are simply existing in your truth, and your existence is not only accepted but celebrated. This aligns perfectly with the Stoic ideal of the inner citadel. Your internal state of peace and strength is your fortress, and you are its commander. You rationally discern which interactions fortify your walls and which ones threaten to breach them. You understand that your emotional and energetic state is your primary responsibility. This man's presence doesn't demand access to your citadel. It inspires you to build it higher and stronger. His energy is a silent offering that says, "Your reign is absolute, and I am here to witness it, not lay siege to it." 4. The parallel throne. A queen's purpose is her lifeblood. It is the sacred mission that gives her reign meaning. She never abandons this mission for a man because she understands that doing so would be a betrayal of her own soul. The fourth sign of a true destined love is that his life's purpose runs parallel to yours. Carl Jung might refer to this as a symbolic convergence, where two unique life paths, two distinct missions, align to create a shared reality that is greater than the sum of its parts. This is not about having the same career or the same hobbies. It is a much deeper alignment of core values and a shared vision for the world. Perhaps you are a creator and he is a builder. Perhaps you are a healer and he is a protector. Where the world might see difference, your souls recognize a profound complementary force. He doesn't see your ambition as a competition. He sees it as an essential part of the dynasty you are building together. He fortifies your dreams because he understands that your greatness does not diminish his. It elevates the legacy of your shared kingdom. The Stoic virtue of wisdom is paramount here. You choose a partner not for the thrill of the moment, but with a long-term vision for a life of purpose. You are building a life, not just enjoying a romance. This partnership is a rational and virtuous choice, an alliance of two sovereigns who are committed to a life of meaning. Any relationship that requires you to sacrifice your crown, to abandon your mission, or to step down from your throne was never a kingdom worthy of your rule. All right, feminine queens, the wisdom you're absorbing right now is a testament to your commitment to growth, and I want to thank you for being the very heart of this incredible community. Your likes, your insightful comments, and your shares are the energy that builds this kingdom and allows this knowledge to reach more women like you. Keep that powerful energy flowing. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a revelation, and share this video with another queen who is ready to claim her power. My gratitude for your support is eternal. 5. Synchronicity, the universe's love letters. A feminine queen does not desperately chase love. She cultivates such a powerful inner world that she becomes a magnetic force, attracting what is meant for her. The 5th sign is the undeniable presence of synchronicity. Carl Jung defined synchronicity as the occurrence of meaningful coincidences which seem to have no causal relationship, yet are so profound they feel orchestrated. When this man enters your life, you will notice a cascade of these events. Perhaps you both reach for the same obscure book in a store, or you discover you share a rare childhood memory, or a series of near misses and chance encounters finally culminates in your meeting. These are not random occurrences or simple luck. From a Jungian perspective, these are signals from the unconscious, both personal and collective, that this union has a deeper significance. It often feels as if the universe itself has conspired to bring you together, and he almost always appears at a pivotal moment of your evolution, just as you are shedding an old identity or stepping into a new level of your power. A queen learns to decode these cosmic love letters. The Stoic lens offers a complementary view, that of amor fati, or the love of one's fate. You don't fight the currents of life. You learn to see the intricate rational pattern of the cosmos, the logos, in all events. You accept these synchronicities not with passive surprise, but with a knowing recognition that your inner work has aligned you with the natural flow of destiny. His arrival is confirmation that you are precisely where you need to be. 6. The Unmasked Kingdom. In many relationships, you have likely felt the need to wear armor. You have curated a persona, a carefully constructed mask of the cool girl, the low-maintenance girl, or the perfectly put-together woman. This armor protects you, but it also isolates you. The 6th, and perhaps most liberating sign, is that in this man's presence, the armor dissolves. You can finally breathe. Carl Jung would describe this phenomenon as a form of soul recognition. It's the uncanny, bone-deep feeling that this person has known you across lifetimes, even before your first conversation. There is a sense of familiarity that defies logic, because it operates on the level of the soul. With him, you are not afraid to be unmasked. He doesn't just tolerate your chaos, your intensity, or your moments of vulnerability. He seems to understand them on an intuitive level. He is not intimidated by your rage or frightened by your tears. In his presence, the parts of you that have always been told you are too much are finally simply enough. This is the essence of living with Stoic authenticity. living in accordance with your own nature, free from pretense. You are no longer performing for acceptance. This state of being, this radical honesty, is the ultimate freedom. A relationship that requires you to constantly wear a mask is a prison, no matter how gilded its cage. A true king doesn't fall in love with your persona. He is captivated by the raw, untamed, and magnificent truth of the queen beneath. 7. The Crucible of Choice. True love is not a gentle stream. It is often a raging river that forces you to a critical juncture. It does not ask for gentle compromise on trivial matters. It demands an uncompromising commitment to your own truth. The seventh sign that you are dealing with a connection of profound significance is that the relationship will inevitably lead you to a crucible of choice. You will be faced with a moment, or a series of moments, where you must choose between the comfortable illusion of your old life and the terrifying freedom of your most authentic self. Carl Jung taught that most people will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul. But not a queen, and the right man will not allow it. He won't consciously force this choice, but his very nature, his own commitment to truth, will make your inauthenticities unbearable to you. He won't let you hide behind your old patterns, your people-pleasing tendencies, or the roles you play for others. This process can feel brutal. It can feel like the relationship is breaking you, but it is actually breaking you open. This is where your stoic self-mastery is tested. It is about exercising your prohairesis, your faculty of moral choice, to select the path of virtue and authenticity, even when it is the harder path. It is the ultimate test of your sovereignty, and only by making that courageous choice will you know if he and the relationship are truly worthy of your throne. 8. The illusion of intensity. In your journey, you have likely encountered men who created a firestorm of emotion. The connection felt intense, electric, and all-consuming. But not all fire is sacred. Carl Jung issued a crucial warning against mistaking intense emotional projection for genuine love. The eighth sign is your ability to discern between destabilizing intensity and grounding passion. If a connection leaves you feeling exhilarated one moment and utterly exhausted the next, if it fuels obsession but creates profound instability in your life, you are likely not experiencing love. You are experiencing a powerful projection. You are projecting your own unhealed parts, your animus in Jungian terms, onto him, and you are falling in love with the healing he represents, not with the man he actually is. This kind of connection is an emotional addiction, and like any addiction, it ultimately weakens you. A feminine queen learns to tell the difference. True, authentic love, while passionate, is fundamentally stabilizing. It does not burn your life to the ground. It provides the steady, powerful flame that illuminates your path and ignites your purpose. This discernment is a stoic practice. It is the refusal to be ruled by unchecked passions or pathy. It is the use of reason to look beneath the surface of intense feeling to see what is truly there. Real love feels less like a chaotic roller coaster and more like planting your feet on solid ground for the first time. It is a source of strength, not a source of drama. 9. The self-love mandate. Here lies the most fundamental and perhaps most difficult truth of all. No man, no matter how wonderful, can give you the love that you refuse to give yourself. The ninth sign is not something you look for in him, but something you must first find within you. It is the unwavering mandate of self-love. Carl Jung's work consistently affirms that our outer world is a reflection of our inner state. The partners we attract are mirrors of our own self-concept. If you believe, deep down, that you are only worthy of crumbs, the universe will send you men who carry only crumbs. If you tolerate disrespect, you will attract men who are fluent in it. Therefore, the prerequisite for finding your true love is to first become the true love of your own life. This is not about arrogance or narcissism. It is about cultivating the quiet, unshakable certainty of a woman who knows her own worth, independent of any external validation. It is the ultimate act of stoic self-mastery, understanding that your happiness, your virtue, and your sense of wholeness are an inside job. You must crown yourself first. You must build your own throne, rule your own inner kingdom with justice and wisdom, and become so radically fulfilled in your own sovereignty that a man becomes a wonderful addition, not a desperate requirement. When you embody this energy, you will no longer seek a king. You will simply be recognized by one. 10. The Unshakable Knowing. For so long, you have been asking the question, is he the one? You have analyzed, you have consulted friends, you have made pro and con lists. The final and most definitive sign that he is your true love is the moment you stop asking the question. In its place, there will be a quiet, solid, unshakable knowing. Carl Jung might call this unconscious resonance, a truth that emanates from a place far deeper than the conscious analytical mind. It is not a loud, frantic feeling of excitement. It is a profound and peaceful sense of certainty. This knowing doesn't require constant reassurance or external validation because it is self-evident. It is a resonance in your very cells, a feeling of rightness that calms your nervous system rather than agitating it. His presence will feel like a homecoming. But here is the critical distinction for a feminine queen. It does not feel like coming home to him. It feels like coming home to yourself. His presence simply creates the sacred space where the most authentic, powerful and regal version of you can finally emerge and take her rightful place. This is the stoic peace, the ataraxia, that comes from a life lived in alignment with truth and virtue. You are no longer tossed on the waves of doubt and anxiety. You are anchored in a deep, internal truth. That is the final seal. The search is over, not because you found someone, but because in his presence you have finally and fully found yourself. This journey we've taken today is not a simple guide to finding a partner. It is a manifesto of self-reclamation. It is the declaration that separates the queens from the commoners in the game of love. A true feminine queen does not hope for love. She does not chase love. And she certainly does not beg for it. Through her relentless inner work, her psychological awareness, and her unwavering commitment to her own sovereignty, she commands it. She becomes the very thing she seeks, and the universe has no choice but to respond in kind. When a love built on these profound principles finally arrives, you will recognize it instantly. You will know it not by the poetry he writes, but by the way his presence silences your insecurities. You will know it not by the promises he makes, but by the way his actions fortify your own mission. You will know it by the way it feels, like strength, like truth, like coming home to the magnificent power you have held all along. This is the love you deserve. It is the love you are capable of creating. My deepest gratitude to you for joining me on this profound exploration. Your presence here, your willingness to go deeper and to demand more from life and love, is what makes this community, Feminine Queen, so powerful. Continue to cultivate your inner kingdom, to honor your shadows, and to walk in your sovereign power. The world needs your light, and your throne awaits. If this message resonated with the truth in your soul, subscribe to Feminine Queen and join our community of powerful women. Share this video, for you never know which fellow queen is in need of this very revelation.